What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's a couple days later since we recorded the first part of this video. But we're going to go ahead and keep rolling, keep going on with things. So I went ahead and I sifted through the footage of me just kind of running around, romping around in the garden, getting some sounds. My neighbor doesn't know that I'm gonna sample his dog. This is sick, bro. I feel like a kid again. Playing games in the backyard. Refusing to do my homework. Here we go. Check this out. Oh, too loud. I don't really know what these are. That's what I wanted. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out. I'm gonna grab a tempo from this sample right here. Yep. And once it slows down right here, I'm gonna try and this is when the drum's gonna come in. It's a little slow. It's still a little bit behind the beat, which is kind of weird, but let's see what we can do with this vocoder. It has this like little Dougie, a Dougie. Can you teach me how to a Dougie, a Dougie? You know what I mean? Okay. I think that's fine for now. We're gonna keep that just where it is. Now it's time to add drums. Drum time, everybody. It's drum time. Let's go ahead and I found a couple good kick sounds. So, outside in the garden. So let's go and see what we're working with. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, hold on. Let's add a drum bus to this. Give it a little bit of boom. I don't mind that. And I was maybe gonna layer it with this other stump hit that I had from hitting the stump. A little bit more of a transient there, or like a little bit clickier. Let's go ahead and see what we can do with this. I don't mind layering these two together. Hi, Sasha. Good girl. Okay, goddamn. Ain't gotta come at me like that. Like shit. Just like the slightest bit of compression. Let's resample that. And I don't know. It's a funky looking kick drum. But I've used worse kick drums before. It's really not that bad. Now, what I would really love is a little bit of a snare. Yo, hold on, wait. I might have just found it. Really nice little clicky rock. Little nice little clicky rock sound. Okay, hold on. Maybe let's put this little ding on there. Put the ding on there. Layer this too. Give it. We need the snare to have a little bit of body. Hear me out. Put a little crunch on it. Okay. Let's move on. Let's get a hat going. I want something with a little sizzle on it, you know? Maybe this right here. Named Grab Life by the Stones. Sometimes you gotta. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Let me go ahead and get some OTT on this. Cause you know I got it. Let's EQ it. How else can we make this sound more like a hi-hat? I want to give it a little bit of ding. What about like this might be crazy, but turn off the corpus for a second. Maybe we frequency shift this higher. I don't mind that. Whoa, crazy. I think we actually take the corpus off. Here we go. Let's go ahead and resample it. I think that sounds like a good hi-hat. That's a hi-hat. That's a fucking hi-hat. There's also the other thing I want to use as a hi-hat. Hold on. On some of these, there's this really nice, like, just air happening. Just get these high. Yeah, like this right here. I like this. Let's go ahead and add this as like an open hat. Put it into my drum rack, baby. The drum rack, it's a little, I'm gonna say it's a little weird. It's a little weird. But we're gonna see what we can do, okay? Let's see what we can do. Dude, good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay, let's go ahead and add a bass for this bitch. Alright, Sasha's come to help us with the bass line. Alright. Kitty time. Kitty bassline time. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna make a pretty standard bass here. Let's start here. What if we make like a real subdued, like screechy kind of sound? This bass is getting way crazier than I imagined it would be at the start. This is a crazy sound. I don't think it's gonna be our bass right off the bat, but we're saving that for later. Don't even worry. All right, let's go back to the drawing board and just get a basic ass sub. I like it. Low key. Give me a little bit more high end. Bump this up just a little bit. And my cat is just on one right now, bro. Come here. Come here, dude. Stop making all your fuss. Come here. Here. Now we can really, you can be here when I record the bass line. This is Sasha, by the way. She's 19 years old. Fucking goat of a cat. But she gets real noisy these days. She's real vocal. Uh-huh. And it's not dinner time yet. I tell you what, it's not dinner time yet. This I know. Okay. Give it a little bit more buzz. Here we go. Make the Reese a little bit more volatile. It's real round, but we're gonna work with it. Let's try this again. You know what? I like it. I don't think it's gonna be our bass right off the bat, but we're saving that for later. Don't even worry. right, everybody. All right, everybody. That's all she wrote for today. I think we made some good progress, especially in just kind of solidifying maybe our main groove, figuring out some of those drum samples. I've still got plenty of samples from my rummaging around in the garden that I want to play around with. But that's going to have to be something for, excuse me, either tonight when I get back from work or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I got a lot of work to do, like real life stuff. But I'm liking how this is going so far. So yeah, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep running with this, see what we can make, because I think it'll be pretty cool. Yeah, so stay frosty, everybody. Hang in there. Much love. Mwah. Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.
泣き虫